I'd like to welcome our guest to NCW Life News, Kristin Ferrera, who was recently appointed to the Chelan County Superior Court bench to replace the retiring Alicia Nakata by Governor Jay Inslee. She joins us right now in the studio. Welcome to the program.
Thank you for having me, Steve.
Let's talk about your legal background, first of all. Let's start out with where you went to school.
I went to undergraduate at Western Washington University in Bellingham, and I majored in cultural anthropology, and then I went to law school at University of Washington School of Law.
Well, cultural anthropology then into a legal career. So how does that translate?
Well, when I was looking at that as a major, I had thought about law school, and it was touted as a good background for pre-law, just like political science is also touted as a good background for pre-law. And I think it has actually really helped me in my legal career because culture is a part of everything that we do.
But you went to the University of Washington.
I did, yes.
You've gone to other schools too as well?
I did study abroad, actually, at the Foreign Nationalities University in Beijing, China for a semester. So that was the other school that I went to.
Well, congratulations, first of all, on your selection by the governor.
Thank you.
For the Chelan County Superior Court. Obviously, this is a big move for you and your family. Let's talk about your reaction, first of all, when you first heard that you got that award.
I was very excited. The governor called me, and it was a surprise. It was very exciting, and I very happily accepted the appointment.
You're relatively young, I would imagine, for let's say a judicial position. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I am about the same age that Judge Small was when he took the bench, and he is, as you know, retiring in February. I'm also just a little bit older than one of the previous Superior Court judges, Carol Wardell. I believe I'm around the same age that Judge Allen was when she took the bench. So even though I may seem young, it is not unprecedented for somebody my age to be on the bench.
Now you've been in private practice now.
Yes, I have.
In the Wenatchee area with Jeffers, Aylward, Son.
Jeffers, Danielson, Son, and Aylward.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, that is a pretty prestigious firm here in the Wenatchee Valley. Obviously gave you a good launching pad there for your future.
I've been very, very fortunate to work there and be a partner there. I'm grateful for all the fantastic attorneys and other folks that I've worked with there. So I think it has given me a great background for this. Not only have I practiced civil litigation, but also employment law and also immigration, family law, which is going to be very helpful for this position, and kind of a variety of other civil cases as well.
I've noticed, though, that you don't have any criminal background in law.
I don't. I did do in law school, I did a criminal defense clinic where I represented, I think we had 4 criminal cases where I represented defendants. But other than that, I don't have the criminal background. But I'm looking forward to learning it, and I've had the opportunity to sit in on court and see how the criminal calendar works. So I'm looking forward to the challenge.
Okay. I noticed in your resume, too, that you have some background in tribal law. Can you tell us about that?
Yes. Actually, that is part of the reason I went to law school, was because I wanted to well, I lived in New Mexico for 2 years, and I was in AmeriCorps Vista in New Mexico for a year. I was fascinated with the law and how it worked down there, and the things that the lawyers and also the politicians could do, and they all had this legal background. And so I wanted to perhaps move back there or work with a tribe, with the reservation. That was one of my goals going into law school. And then I did study various aspects of Native American Indian law, and I did the Tribal Court Criminal Defense Clinic, like I said. I also interned with the Tulalip tribe for a summer before I came out here.
Okay. Noticed also in your little curriculum vitae here that you provided us with that you also were involved with the Campaign for Equal Justice. Can you describe for us what that's all about?
Yes, the Campaign for Equal Justice is a fundraising organization that basically what we've done is the board is fairly large, and it's attorneys throughout the state helping raise funds for legal aid organizations such as Northwest Justice Project, Columbia Legal Services, the Volunteer Attorney Services Program. Here we have the Chelan County Volunteer Attorney Services
Which
Program.
you're also involved in as a volunteer.
Yes, that's
you do
right.
Pro bono work, that type of thing?
That's pro bono work that I volunteer for the legal aid clinics there. And what these different organizations do, and there's also Northwest Immigrants' Rights Project, there's a variety of other, there's the Housing Justice Project, and they all need funds to assist people who are low income so that they have access to the courts and access to justice. And so as a board member, I've helped with the fundraising efforts.
I see. Immigration law, obviously that's in the news here.
Yes.
And I know that as a judge, you cannot really comment on issues that might come before you on the bench.
Right.
But in terms of immigration law and the way it's playing out, I think, with our new administration, do you have any thoughts one way or the other on that?
Well, you know, the immigration work that I've done has been mostly applications, helping people get their application for citizenship.
Helping them through the process.
Helping them through the process. And so I understand how the process works and what the various visas and green cards are that are available, how that all works. I understand how difficult it is for people to get here legally, to stay here legally. And I understand everybody wants a process available to folks, regardless of politics. But I think that there's some disagreement about what that process should be.
Yeah. Well, that's good enough for me.
Yeah.
Well, you have some big shoes to fill. Alicia Nakata served on the bench, both on the Superior Court and the District Court for quite some time. How do you see yourself filling those shoes?
There's gonna be a learning curve. I have a great deal of respect for Judge Nakata, and I hope that I can even just do a fraction of what she was able to do. And I'm going to be going through the Judicial College at the end of the month, at the end of the month of January. But the best that I can do is just give everybody the opportunity to be heard in front of me and to take a reasoned approach, be prepared. And I know that Judge Nakata was all those things and more, so I hope that I could do that.
Well, obviously you're well suited for the position given your experience and background, and we only can wish you the best of luck going forward.
Oh, thank you very much.
We thank you for joining us here on NCW Live. Kristin, good luck.
Thank you.
Steve Hare, NCW Live News.